Sí lo tienes, no lo quieres bajar. Pues así mismo hice yo bajé Warzone en lo que se bajaba. Esa es la cosa, que yo bajé Warzone, yo no bajé el multiplayer. No lo bajé, lo que bajé fue Warzone, creí que lo había bajado y cuando entré lo que me salió fue Warzone. Antes de entrar al juego, cuando entré al juego volví y dije, ya, no, lo que tengo es Warzone. Y te empecé a invitar. Yo voy a jugar aquí. Voy a seguir ganando moneditas. No, en 2K. No, esta es para 2K. Estoy jugando solo, te estoy diciendo. Vamos a seguir.
Proud of how you handled that. Your teammates will
Another
love
day, another win. Good work. Visualize a win tonight.
¿Tú te fumaste todo lo tuyo? Ah, ¿ya te lo fumaste? ¿A enrolar? ¿No? Ok.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Pregunto. ¿Tantos por allá? Mira para el frente.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action. Serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
Now Atlanta's starting five. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Karis LeVert. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5. Pass to MP. Here's the 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
Here's Risache. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Three-pointer off the mark. And here's MP. Allen a screen. Inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jarrett Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
MP, a screen on LeVert. MP outside. There's the triple. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
MP claps back with that three-pointer.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
Que tu que se escucha tan alto.
LeVert outside. Back to Johnson. Pass to LeVert. Johnson a screen on Garland. And here's LeVert for three. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. MP up top. Coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Allen on the wing. Strus with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garland pass to MP. LeVert with a rebound. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Daniels. Outside for LeVert. Pass to Daniels. The 3 ball. He drops it from range.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Garland feeling it out a bit. And here's MP from outside. Oh, another miss by MP. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Now here's LeVert. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's all tied up. LeVert's got his second bucket.
Navy Federal Credit. Our members are the mission.
That's just a feel that you have in the pick and roll game. Really good understanding of how to break the defense down by Karras.
Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Graham.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
Now here's LeVert. 5 points in the game. Johnson a screen on Garland. LeVert with the ball. Picked up by Allen. Jacks up a 3. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Down low. Allen can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Daniels passes to LeVert. Back to Daniels. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to LeVert. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now here's Garland. Now Allen. The putback. Can't get the putback.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Johnson a screen on Strus. Here's Rizachet. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just 1 pass more.
Okongwu gets MP. Allen outside. Here's Strus. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And so it's MP making things. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game. Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Allen, he's checked in for Tyson. Strus comes in for Okoro. MP's checked in for Mitchell. And Garland is subbed in for Jerome. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Gay. Johnson comes in for Niang. Rizachet, he's checked in for Mann. And LeVert subbed in for Krejci. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Darius Garland is out there with MP. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. MP, the pass to Garland. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Here's Daniels. Mobley pass to Allen. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Here's Daniels. MP with the block.
Wow, the defensive instincts of MP shining through on that block.
Six seconds left in the second period. Picked up by a Congo.
And it appears that he has totally lost his touch here in the second quarter.
Off target with the open look. Now here's MP. Defense is right there. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
Yeah, sometimes your teammate gets you open with a screen, MP able to capitalize.
Here's Risache. No good with a layup. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be back in a moment.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week. The Western Conference winner, Anthony Edwards.
How about the Ant-Man's tenacity of late? One of the most consistently productive guys in the league.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Cavaliers.
You take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's hit 8 looking comfortable and confident.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Johnson at the 4 with a Congo at the 5. Tyson Daniels out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Risache in at the small forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. He said, we have each other's backs. That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Ryan, they'll make it tough.
No doubt, waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. LeVert finds a Kongwu. Here's Risache. Pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Mobley. Shot by Johnson, no good. Cleveland leading by 14. And Grant for the Cavs to take that next step in terms of contending. What do you think has to happen?
Well, number one, enhancing their ability to put pressure on the rim. plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Outside Johnson. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Tyson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Okoro comes in for Strus. MP, the pass to Mobley. Oh, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without foul.
We've got 1:55 left in the final quarter. The Hawks have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Isaac Okoro is out there with Green. Then there's Sam Merrill. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated, and of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now, those impressions are cross-checked with the numbers. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Cavaliers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Evan Mobley.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Rizachet. The 3 is up. The rebound by Allen. MP against Johnson. We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. MP. Yeah, that was good.
Gotta give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu, a screen on Green. Here's Rizachet. Over Green. Ooh, he buries it.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort.
Cleveland takes
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Darius Garland is out there with MP. And it's Okoro in at the small forward spot. Pass to Bufkin. Now Reza Shea. Here's Daniels. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Allen. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's MP. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And the Hawks with the possession. From past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Reza Shea thrives in that role.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. Daniels with it. He's picked up by Mobley. And it's Reza Shea missing. You know, Stan, it seems like the Hawks have been close to taking that next step now for a couple of years.
It does, Kevin, but we're still waiting, unfortunately. There's talent there, but it hasn't translated into sustained postseason success.
Here's Reza Shea following the basket by MP.
I see him.
Tipped away and stolen by MP. Here's Mobley. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Bufkin. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. On the wing, MP connects from three-point range. MP's got 5 now.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the three in that situation.
Okongwu a screen. And it's off from three-point range. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. MP passes to Garland. To the inside. Kicks it out to MP. All 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The Hawks working the ball around. Pass to Reza Shea. Shots it up top. Inside. Count the basket.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
1:56 left to play here in the first. On the wing, MP. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Bufkin. Goes up at the stripe. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
MP finds Mobley. MP outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
.56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Okongwu. Sinks the 15-footer.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
The Hawks trail by 7. Tries the spin move. Okongwu with the screen for Rizache. And a miss there on the triple. Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against the Atlanta Hawks. Cuts off the pass. Down low. It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
LeVert with a wide open look. Drills it from outside.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And B getting it done for Cleveland. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We come. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So on the floor for Cleveland, at the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. Then there's Wade. Then it's MP. And it's Jerome in at point guard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them great.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. For the finish, MP finishes the break in style.
And MP put his youth to work there. Gets the ball and outruns everyone down the floor.
Here's LeVert. He takes it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Daniels from outside. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Daniels has got himself on the board with 3 there. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Okongwu. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Cleveland.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunt.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Gotta like what we're seeing from MP. All he do is win. So no surprise if he takes home the Rookie of the Year.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Rizachet. And it's Buffkin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. MP finds Mobley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
The Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Daniels. Rizachet with it. The three. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Rizachet.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And Rizachet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Great effort from MP. We don't see that a ton from players his age.
Good on the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Wound up there for Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Pass to Buffkin. Now here's Johnson beyond the arc. And it's MP with the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
It's MP attacking. Buffkin with the rebound. Buffkin's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Johnson, covered by Mobley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Mobley. And last season, Jalen Johnson saw a huge leap in playing time and his production.
Yeah, look, he was one of the most improved players in this league. You know, came in as a great athlete, but then has really learned how to play the game, how to get to high percentage shots, how to get on the glass, and especially how to defend.
His improvement has been off the charts.
Sure has.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Buffkin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okongwu a screen. The offensive rebound. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Okongwu's now got his second basket of the game.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Jerome passes to MP. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. Cleveland moving it around. Allen misses from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, He's had a rough shooting.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Mann passes to LeVert. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gaze checked in. Now, Mann. LeVert in the corner. The Hawks again can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. MP out there with Garland. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Mobley kicks to Garland. The 3 from MP. That one doesn't drop.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Gay. Now Niang. Here's Gay. 5 to shoot. LeVert from outside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
A nice shot by Mobley.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Rizachet. Pass to Johnson. Here's Puffkin. The Hawks again can't hit.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Cleveland.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Daniels from outside. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. The 3 from MP. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Okongwu. And it's Risa Shea missing. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them